A very good morning to all of you. I hope you are fit and fine. Children, today I'm going to start a new chapter. Chapter number 4, Learning to Switch On and Switch Off a Computer. In this chapter, we will learn about starting a computer, a desktop, and shutting down a computer. These are the topics which we cover in this chapter. So let us start today's class. The first topic of today's class is starting a computer. To start a computer properly, you should follow some steps. Let's see what is the step to start a computer. The first step is turn on the main power switch. In this figure, you can see the boy is going to on the main power switch. Step 2, switch on the UPS. Like this. In this figure, you can see boy is going to switch on the UPS. UPS, the full form of UPS is uninterruptible power supply. The full form of UPS is uninterruptible power supply. It is used to provide power to the computer for some time when main power supply is lost. Right? It is just like an inverter. UPS provide power to the computer when the main power is off. Main power is lost. Right? Next step to start a computer is step 3. Switch on the CPU button. Like this. In this figure, the boy is going to switch on the CPU button. The full form of CPU is Central Processing Unit, and it is also known as brain of the computer. Very good. Next step is switch on the monitor. Like this. Right? So these are the steps. Step 1, click on the step 1, turn on the main power switch. After that, turn on the UPS button. After that, CPU button, and last, monitor button. Next, when you switch on the monitor button, then some processing is going. This processing is known as booting. Right? Booting is what? Booting is a process for starting a computer. Right? If anyone asks what is booting, simply say booting is a process to start a computer. Right? Right? Repeat once again. Children, when you press monitor button, then it takes a while before something comes on the screen. This is called booting. During the booting, the computer performs necessary action which makes it ready to. Right? During the booting processes, computer performs some necessary action to make it ready to use the computer. Right? After the booting, logging. After the booting, this screen will be appear. Right? Then after the booting, this screen will be appear, and this screen is known as login. Right? What is the use of login screen? Children, tell me one thing about if any stranger is knocking your door, so can you open the door for a stranger? When any stranger knocking your door, so would you open the door for a stranger? No. Similarly, the computer does not allow a stranger to use it unless somebody provides the correct combination of username and password. So in the login screen, you can enter correct username and password. Right? When you enter correct password and username, then your computer will be start. Right? Repeat again. Login screen asks you to enter a username and a password. Username is any name created to use the computer, and a password is a secret key used along with the username. Through username and password, you can log your computer for unauthorized access from anyone, right? With the help of the username and password, you can log your computer. Next topic is desktop. What is desktop? When you log on using the correct username and password, then this screen will be open. And this screen is known as desktop, right? When you enter correct username and password, so the screen which is appear is known as desktop. You can define desktop as the first screen which appear after login is known as desktop, right? Desktop is just like your study table. You keep pen stand, table lamp, clock, books or copy on your study table. Similarly, on the desktop, you can place important items which you are frequently used, right? The item which you are frequently used in the computer are kept on the desktop, right? I repeat once again. The first screen after login is known as desktop, and it is just like a study table. You can keep important item on the desktop which you are frequently used. The background image of the desktop is called the wallpaper. Right now you can see a image. So this image is known as wallpaper, right? The background image of the desktop is called wallpaper. This is the wallpaper. Yes. Oh. Next topic is icons. What is icon? The small pictures on the desktop are called icons. This one. These small pictures are known as icons. This one, this PC, recycle bin, Adobe Reader, Google Chrome, VLC Media Player, Zoom, Scratch. These small picture is known as icons, right? Some icons may represent a file or folder, right? Some icons are represent files or folder. We save our drawings, pictures, letters, or poems as a files in a computer, right? We can save our pictures to into the computer as a form of file. A folder helps to keep all the related files together, and folder is a and in folder we can keep all the related files together, right? You can see, you can define folder is just like your school bag, and file is just like your notebook, right? Next topic is window. When you double click on any icon, it opens an app which is called window. This one, like this, right? When you open any icons on the desktop, when you double click on any icons on the desktop, a screen will be open. That screen is known as window, right? For example, if you are double click on the pen icon, so this screen is open, this one, right? So this screen is known as this one. So this screen is a pent window, right? Pent window. I hope you understand. When you double click any icon on the desktop, then a screen will be open. This screen is known as window. We can open many windows at a time, right? We can open many windows at a time, and we can close the window using the close button. This button. If you want to close the window, then click on the close button. This button, right, at the top right corner. Next topic is What is the taskbar? The taskbar is the long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop. Right? This one. The taskbar is the long horizontal bar at the bottom of the desktop. Bottom of the bottom of the desktop, a long horizontal bar is present. This long horizontal bar is known as taskbar. You can see on the screen. This is the image of the taskbar. Taskbar shows many important things such as this. This is a start button. This is a search box. These are the frequently used and opened program, and this is a today's date and current time, right? So what is a taskbar? A long horizontal bar present at the bottom of the desktop is known as taskbar. Taskbar have different parts: a start button, search box, frequently used and open program, and today's date and current time. Right? The start button appears at the left corner of the taskbar. You can see start button appears at the left corner of the taskbar. When we click this button, a list of program appears. This list is called the start menu. We can use the start menu to do some common tasks such as starting a program and shutting down the computer. Right? The start button. When you click on the start button, a list will be open. This list is known as start menu. You can, using the start menu, you can open any program, or you can shut down the computer also. Next is search box. Search box, as the name suggests, search box is used to search any app, any program to the any app on the computer. Right? Taskbar also display the buttons of open app. This one. Taskbar also display the open button, open program button. This one. Right now PowerPoint is open and Paint is open. And this is a today's date and time. I hope you understand. I repeat once again. A long horizontal bar present at the bottom of the desktop is known as taskbar. Taskbar have different parts. Start button. With the help of the start button, we can open any program, or we can close the computer. Search box is used to search any app or any program onto the computer. Frequently used and open program are if you are open any program, then it is also display on the taskbar. Next topic is shutting down a computer. How you shut down the computer? The step is the first step is click on the start button. You can see on the screen the start button is there. Click on the start button. This one. This is a start button. Click on this. Click on the start button. When you click on the start button, this screen will be open. Click on the power button. Click on the power button. This one. And when you click on the power button, click on the shutdown button. Right? So, if you want to shut down the computer, the first step is click on the start button. Here, click on the start button, then click on the power button, then click on the shutdown. Then, when you click on the shutdown button, a message showing that the computer is shutting down appears on the monitor like this. When you click on the shutdown button, this screen will be open. Right? And after this screen, step 4, switch off the monitor. Of the monitor like this. Step 5, switch off the UPS, and at last switch off the main power. In this way, you shut down the computer. Right? So, in this way, we have completed this chapter. I hope you understand. Watch the video carefully.